And good morning, everyone. Welcome to Scrub Central. Um, really, really early morning speed. Today we have Trilobytes versus, and on comms we have Blue Rose and new IT guy with our tracker pulling double duty. Islib. So I'm gonna go ahead and hear. All yours.
Thank you, Mousy. I'm excited to hear this match. How are you doing this morning, New IT?
I'm doing good.
You still here, New IT?
Yeah, can you not hear me?
Ah, yes, now I can hear you. Sorry.
Okay.
All right, we have a group Serenade match, and this is a winner's bracket round 3. So both runners have survived their bracket without any losses, and we will see who comes out undefeated for now. It'll be
Mhm.
exciting. I believe Trilobytes is Australian, so that explains the wonderful hour we have here this morning. But it's even later for you.
Right.
We will start here sometime. Um, we're still waiting on the runners. They're about to ready up, and then we'll get a peek at our game feeds to know what we're starting with. Looks like we're starting with the stone, with the green medallion, fire medallion, and spirit medallion. That's interesting. We're 2/3 of the way to burning cack. What do you think about that, Nuiti?
Yeah, that's interesting. Half or most of the way to Burning Keg, you also have one medallion light arrow cutscene. Also,
Mm-hmm.
opponent starts kind of not the greatest. I'd prefer like a warp song or something, but
Yeah, and it puts GTG into logic really early, which can be a little monka-esque.
yeah,
So we'll see how this goes.
especially if the seat is the rush to GTG shopping center.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Right. The runners, as we have this season, have 30 seconds to put in the password, and then as the clock ticks down, we'll get started. What kind of spawn would you like to see?
child spawn, not market.
Not market? I can understand that. Oh,
That's
how about
that
Valley?
is You know what? That's not market. I will take it. Oh, this is interesting. So this is a niche piece of logic here, but normally you need K sword to do this, but you can get the Gerudo card really early here. Okay, I guess we're not going to do it. Never mind. Forget what I was saying.
I mean, you are right, but we do need the K-sword to put this into logic if you
Right.
want to fight the guard. So it is not actual in logic to fight the guard with just your sticks, and also you're going to destroy a lot of sticks if you don't do the broken stick setup.
Right.
Unfortunately,
And,
the guards are going to catch you if you're not careful, but RickHoosky,
and
they did an amazing job of just being able to just jump over the shoulder, and
oh,
look
that's
at
big.
that, a
That's
boomerang. We don't know if Jabu is required, but if it is, that is amazing for them.
yeah. I mean, even if it's not, it helps get skulls if skulls are required.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
And Flare Dancer has a wallet. Is that hover boots in the waterfall?
um, that's a good question. The answer is yes.
Alright, Valley loaded, anyone?
Mhm. So go ahead and mark that off on your bingo card if you have Valley is loaded. I know it wasn't on mine. Ooh, Frogs one having a magic meter.
That's interesting.
Frogs two's dead, which is nice, but We're getting an open grotto here from Trilo. What we got? Top of Lab Dive has a Zora scale.
Okay.
Some nice early hints.
Yeah, that's some really nice hints that we're getting here. Some important hints that might be important later.
Mm-hmm. And Trilo just making a beeline for Kokiri Forest, I believe.
I mean, I don't hate that play, honestly.
Mm-mm.
Spawning in Valley did give us a little weird time of day, to be honest.
Yeah. Yep.
So I don't hate it.
Right.
You can also get rid of the night, and you could maybe go to Lon Lon Ranch from here as well.
Mm-hmm. Which may be what Rick's doing, since
Yeah, could be what
Rick
they're
has a
doing.
Rick has a better time of day situation than Trilo did.
I mean, picking up those items in Valley did kind of help them and
Yeah.
delayed their time a little.
Mm-hmm.
But Trilobytes is able to get the skulls here, so if there's something on skulls, that might help them. And there's the repeat, some hearts. We don't know yet what dungeons we have, so picking up hearts early does make a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think the minimum you need is 5, maybe 6 hearts.
Yeah, minimum. I don't fault anyone for going above that because it can be quite difficult to make fire on 5 hearts.
Yeah. Domain is foolish. Cool.
Okay, nice hint. Bottom of the well is foolish. That's
Okay.
an interesting one. Fountain is foolish.
So we have domain and fountain.
And
IGC.
IGC. Okay.
Okay, no light arrows in IGC. Okay, fine.
Yep. Who knows where they'll be. I mean, in these settings, thankfully we have all strength 3 checks in Ganon's castle turned off. Ooh, a hook shot. Alright, let's go and welcome in everyone. Thank you for the resub, Bronze. We are excited to be here with some early morning or some very late night racing tonight. Oh, there's the repeat. There's the second copy of the scale hint. Goron City to Serenade.
That's interesting.
We can't really do anything there right now, but it's good to know for future references, I guess. That is going to be letter or something leading us to letter. Trilobytes doesn't know that yet, but her required boomerang is in Valley Crate. Which could be, we'll see when she goes back to that. Or a reasonable 6 p.m. That is true. That is true. Yes, Aussie times do have it very hard with reasonable times for watching racing. It's interesting that none of the runners have checked their medallions.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you don't really have to check it early because these are say 0 checks that you're gonna do anyways, no matter what you're gonna do.
Yeah, I would imagine if you find a big item like a bomb bag or something, that would be enough to check it.
I mean, with the hookshot that Trilobytes found in Midas' house, the scale in Lake is in logic. And if that is our water medallion, for example, it could just be ZL and Burning Cack, which would be interesting.
Very true. Very true.
I mean, it could just be Shadow at the water medallion as well, and we'll never see Burning Cack until we're done with the seed, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So, what song do we get here on Sarias? Chickens are being touched. Nice, nice. Nocturne. Okay.
Ooh,
Oh! Now that's
that's a
spicy
hint.
hint. Bombback is on Skull Mask.
And Rick has already turned in Keaton Mask.
That's gonna be very helpful for them,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't have the hint yet.
Right.
So we'll see when they'll get to that. Kind of a walk from here. Colossus Rand, right hand is Rupee. Oh, choose on Rufio.
Oh, well, there it is.
Belly to Baronate. All right.
Speaking of
So
Valley to Baronade, there's the other hint.
possibly. Well, no. Since Baronate is doubly hinted, we do have a dungeon that did not get a path hint. I'd say DC, but without knowing that our dungeons, that's kind of hard to say. But usually DC is the odd one out if all bomb bags are available that it can't be hinted path. And
Rick,
Trilobites did let us know before the race that they're having a few internet issues, so please just bear with us. She'll try her best to recover and get back online.
is that why Rick's also their stream looks kind of jittery?
For some reason that only does for us in Discord. The stream on Twitch is completely normal.
Oh, okay.
So unfortunately you're just gonna have to bear with us here.
All
And
right,
there
fine.
was a scale on Rick's side.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
DC, Jabu, Forest, Fire, and Spirit are our dungeons that we are going to be doing today.
okay.
And Soda Stream. Oh, no, no. Don't lose the chicken. You do not want to lose the chicken in this spot right now.
No, this is a seat where you really don't want to do that.
Hello, Cat Child.
And we do see Shadow is pre-completed, so we don't care all that much about the hover boots, but honestly, they make every adult dungeon so much nicer. Whether it be forest or spirit or fire.
There could be some logical implications
True,
as
true.
far as forest or fire are concerned with it.
Yeah, if we're hovers locked in forest or fire, that is true. I didn't think of that. Fire is probably more common than forest on being hovers locked.
Right.
And we have a prediction running. First runner to beat a required dungeon. So get your guesses in, get your predictions in.
Damn.
What does
So-
Melon have for us today?
Ooh,
Was that Sunsong?
no, that was Minuet.
Ooh,
So
Minuet.
Rick's gonna get the benefit of the free warp over to Sacred Forest Meadow.
That is very nice, especially with that Skull Mask hint.
Right.
Alright, where's Trilobyte? Oh, is this Lana Ranch play from her?
Mm-hmm.
That would make sense, yeah.
Ooh,
Oh, and the bow in the silo. Alright, where do we go from here? Playing Minuet, I like this play.
Mm-hmm.
We have the Skull Mask, we have Zeros, we have a song that we can check here. Good play from them.
Mm-hmm.
How happy do you think they are finding that Skull Mask hint with the Skull Mask in pocket?
I'm thinking very happy from just the vindication of yes, it's never a waste of time.
Especially if you're in CAC that early. Gerudo Valley to Serenade, that was our boomerang. And Rick knows that they can just use their choose however they want because they're getting the bomb back really early, so that's nice. I don't think it's honestly that wild of a route. I've seen runners route in CAC very early. I've not seen a lot of people do Keaton and Skullmask that early, but I mean, it definitely paid off in this case. Spawn was in Gerudo Valley behind the guards on the fortress's side, so Rick was able to just skip over the guard's shoulder basically and grab the chicken. Trilobytes was unfortunately caught and thrown into the lake first time. I assume they managed the second time, or maybe
Yes.
they walked. They did? Okay.
I would assume they would have reset considering how fast she got back there.
Yeah, that is true. So probably second time worked. It's so nice that we always start with Prelude.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a wonderful quality of life. Okay, here we see our foolishes again. I think Gerudo Fortress Gerudo Valley spawn is the worst child spawn location. I mean... Oh, where was
Disagree.
Requiem?
Requiem's nice.
Ice.
That's a claim track.
Honestly, I think the worst spawn location for child in these settings is Market, Temple of Time,
Mm-hmm.
anything like that. Shoot, the sun is dead. Okay. There's the hook shot for Rick. Oh, and the money top up. That was very much needed. Zora's Fountain can have a lot of interesting logical implications. If you have a bottle worth just because everything else is locked behind that, but it's not Ruto's letter, or you find letter or Serenade, always an interesting day.
Yeah, that's probably one of the more interesting paradox letters.
Mm-hmm. Or as an adult, if you spawn in Fountain and you just find ZL in ice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at least then you know it's heart required, you know?
Right.
And Trilobytes handing in the Keaton mask. Very nice. Alright, both runners are kinda following each other's footsteps, doing checks the other one has already done. I think Rick will be clearing Lost Woods checks here. Do you go, on Trilo's perspective, would you go adult or would you go and turn in the Keaton, the skull mask first?
You turn Skull Mask first. Oh,
Ooh.
that's ambiguous.
Spirit is required, so we need 2 out of 3 strengths.
Also, Jabu to Twin Rova
Mm-hmm.
on Rick's side.
Okay. That could be another strength. Could also maybe be the mirror shield?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, what about a spicy path with a fire source? Alright. There's the warp to Temple of Time. I mean, by now we can be pretty certain that DC is the dungeon that's going unhinted. So there will be 2 bomb bags equally available.
Mm-hmm.
It would be so sad for Trilobytes if adult Cac just has her bomb back now. But I still do agree with his play of getting a bomb back before you go adult.
Bombs just lock so much.
Yeah, it really does. Like, I've seen MMR seeds that never use a bomb back at all, but in Uter, unless you have chews and enough of them, there
Mm-hmm.
is basically no way.
Right.
They really do look so much. And I mean, most of our dungeons do need bombs as well, so
Mm-hmm.
there's a scale for Trilobites. That does already put beans and domain and everything in logic, even without ZL. So that's a little worrying in my opinion.
Meanwhile, Rick trying to track down what this path is here.
Potentially it could be. Usually I'd say then it would be hinting something to get Skull Mask, but there's nothing you can hint to get Skull Mask, so if all other bomb bags are locked behind it, I'm pretty sure it could be, yeah. Because we can never hint an item twice.
Ooh.
Hmm?
Storms. There's only 2 storms checks that are live, though.
Where storms?
It's on OOT.
Oh.
Buying DC and Jabu.
It's 2 checks. Surely it's not gonna hurt us, right?
Mm.
Interesting that Rick is doing DMT here as child. I don't disagree with it personally. You just don't really see it all that often. Ooh, blue fire arrows. Is this wasting time of day to get to Dampe? Almost looks like it.
That would make sense. If you think 10 skulls is super important. I mean, we do have that ambiguous 30 now.
Yes, we do.
Maybe also wants to check out of the way maybe things your opponent's gonna skip out on.
I mean,
Like,
Dampe is a sphere
invading.
0 that's easily skippable, so
Right.
nice usage of a chew here to get the skull. And yes, we did have a blue shirt on top of DC. I mean, with Garan City being hinted path, I agree with doing these checks early.
Mhm.
If we just
Well, we
find
can
letter on the rolling Goron, we can immediately turn it in and go do Jabu. Unfortunately, it's not. Would you check the maze here as a child?
with a bomb bag, yeah. I don't see why you don't.
Yeah, agreed.
I mean, it sucks that you can't peek it. Like, that would be the best case scenario is being able to peek it, but you still get 2 out of 3 checks plus the hint.
Yeah, I hate not being able to peek the left side as a child.
Also, I just want to point out that's 25 minutes for 10 skulls.
Yeah, that is some really nice skull routing. Rick will have the 30 done in no time.
Yeah. It's like strength upgrade.
Alright, so... Trilobytes doesn't seem to remember to get the skull back here, though. That's kind of sad, but it happens. Alright, nothing on Dampe digging. We just got a partial refund.
Could be worse.
Yeah. Honestly, this would be the point on Rick's side where I'd be going DC. Well, adult CAC and then DC, but you know what I mean. I think it's definitely time for adult sections.
Yeah.
So what do we have left in Goron City? We have the left side of the maze, which is Hammer or Strength 2 locked.
Leap the Moron.
We have Link the Moron. We
Dad.
have Goron Pot, which needs ZL, and Dancing Dad, which needs ZL and Sarias. Why are we awake? Because Scrubs is on. Let's go. So, fun little fact about this game, if you pull back a grave that doesn't have a grotto underneath it, it will spawn you a blue pea. So if you're ever low when you get here and run out of money for down pay, just pull back a grave that doesn't have flowers before it.
Hey.
And we're seeing Richard at night market. I don't hate it.
Seems reasonable.
We could actually, if Rick does get the 20 rupees from the crate, we could also check Bumpchute Bowling if we wanted to. There's a bottle. Yes, it was Storms in Frogs in the Rain that has the magic meter. And welcome in, Soros Rex. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. We have a group Serenade winners bracket round 3 match. Where did Rick get the irons?
The irons were. I want to say they were on the business scrub in Lost Woods.
Thank you, Isla. Yes, Lost Woods. Apparently Grotto. So that's good to know.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you can join next year. You never know. I know some racers have been involved in scrubs for years, so it's never too late to join even the next year. Yeah, it looks like Rick is playing with a furry link. Or a foxy link, or I'm not quite sure. Do you know what that is? Or what the model is called? No, okay.
Not a clue.
So something
It's
in
race
that
legal.
vicinity. It is race legal, and that is a very good thing. Otherwise, we'd get in trouble. And thank you for the raid, Lloyd. Welcome in, raiders. We are just into our first adult section here on Scrub Central on RickHoosky's side, and excited what that holds for us. We have a lot of boots already that we might not need. We have a hookshot, a bow. We're 2/3 to forest. And we're looking basically for leather or strength at this point to give us some kind of progression. But we can do all of DC, so
Yep. That's
we've
what we're
got a
gonna do.
lot to go on.
I don't know if we saw this hint from Trilo. Okay. Nothing on big post. Free $20.
You mean the big pose hint?
Yeah.
We haven't been able to see it because Trilo just went adult for the first time as well.
See, I'm paying attention. That was a quiz. You passed. Good job.
It's late for you, okay? And there's ZL. We will need that for sure. Well, most likely.
Right.
It's not for sure, but Spirit without ZL is always weird. Rick going to Lost Woods as a child first. That's interesting.
Maybe using it as the shortcut.
Yeah. Doing then the rolling moron maybe into DC.
Mm-hmm.
Valley
That's
to
one.
Wolf. Nice. Hovers are hinted as well. We have a double path valley. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Did you think we were gonna see double path valley tonight, IT?
No, it was not even on any of my bingo cards, but I'm here for it. I will be right back. I need some caffeine.
Sounds good. All right. We are doing the bow strats on the rolling Goron here. Valley Lakers rejoice for sure. Oh, and those are the light arrows in Tic-Tac Grotto. That's interesting. We'll have to come back for those because Trilobytes did not get the irons when she was in Lost Woods. But it's good knowledge to have. There would not be a mirror hunt on her side, at least. A lights hunt on her side. And that's the Megaton hammer on the rolling Goron. So we have a possible path to Serenade with a hammer. Interesting. We do know where second scale is. Yes, we could do that as well. I don't think we're gonna skip the Lost Woods Grottos though. That we still have to go to Forest. I don't think we're quite done there yet. I think she'll pick up the irons. Yeah. I mean, inheritance, you know how it works, you know? The hammer and the bombs together is gonna make DC really quickly though. That's kind of a nice quality of life upgrade to get before you go into DC. Plus, we see beautiful use of hovers here. We can definitely see um we can definitely do a lot of dungeons already. We can play DC, we can play fire. We might be able to find letter in fire, possibly. We just need to find a strength to logically do fire, and we need a strength to do forest. The only bad thing is, what if that 30 skull strength is our first strength? That would be very concerning, I guess you could call it. They are skipping the DC skulls, that is correct. They were rushing 10 already pretty early. Yes, there are millions of skulls in Logic. You are right, New Bronze, but you're walking past these skulls anyway, so why not just do them? They're quick,
Mm-hmm.
they're easy.
I'm back, by the way.
Welcome back. But at least they're picking this one up, so they haven't forgotten about skulls completely. There was a hammer on Link the Goron, which could be possible past to Baronade. And Rick skipped the first few skulls here in DC, so not quite sure what to make of that.
Yeah, maybe doesn't think it's going to be that ambiguous 30.
Mm, with spirit required, I don't know. That's a gamble. And a bottle with blue fire, nice. Nothing in Reedit Grotto. You would rush scolds. Fair. And Rick is living very healthy today. 7 hearts already, and we're only 37 minutes in. So possibly might not even need a tunic for fire then.
Yeah, I think that's the plan from the runner.
We're seeing a more traditional route from Trilobytes here. Adult cack, I don't hate it. I mean, if it's just in deeper fire, which y'all know me, that my hope is always deep fire, we might be able to just get around the logical requirements with the ground jump, but yes, it's very possible that strength 2 is somewhere strength locked. Alright, Rick is almost done with DC. Ooh, just missing the jump there. Or was that intentional to go to archery?
Let's say it was intentional.
Sounds good, I like it. Oh, she went over the windmill. See, good that at least someone pays attention here. Ah, these shooting games are a joy. Ooh, we got Serenade, alright. Yeah, these shooting games can be real pain. I don't know. Kinda like rushing fire to get Jabu done. Yeah, I agree. It's a lot of things that we can do in logic and out of logic. There's a slingshot on KD, okay. And Rick is finishing their first dungeon, which also is perfect for our prediction. So I've paid out the points on that. GG's to all the winners. Rick has been skipping skulls, yes. So I don't know how much they're actually gonna go rush the 30 skulls. They were up to 10 so incredibly fast. I was definitely not thinking they'd start skipping skulls. Alright, Trilobytes is going into DC now as well. Doesn't have the hammer yet, which was quite the speed up on Rick's side, but we have bombs, so that's all that we need, basically. Oh, let's see what's here on the left side today. Oh, there's a biggie here. Alright then, never mind. No fire shenanigan path. We just get straight up letter.
I mean, it's technically the hammer.
Oh yeah, it could be the hammer, yes, but not for Fire Temple.
Well, no.
And yes, that is Storms, for sure. Unfortunately, Rick hasn't been adult CAC, so doesn't have Serenade, which would make the way to Jabu so much faster.
It's fine. We don't need it. We have budget Serenade.
Copium.
We do. We just save
Yeah,
one
we can just use
and
our
just
spawn,
jump in
you're
the
right.
water.
Still,
Like-
Serenade seems just a tad quicker.
I'm not arguing that.
That doesn't have to be the case. We don't know. Strength 2 could be available, and Rudo's letter could just be the path in Goron City. It does not have to be the hammer. It can be, but it could also be Wanderer with Strength 2. We do not know that. No, the left side of the maze is logically either a hammer or Strength 2 locked. The trick to get there with bombs and hovers is not in logic.
Wait, bombs? Oh, never mind.
And yeah, bombs
Yeah,
to get to the right side, and then you can
I got
climb
it.
on the crate and do hover strats with a backflip.
Yeah, I was thinking in tandem with each other. It's like, I need to go to bed. That's what needs to happen.
The hammer is bomb or bolo. That is correct, yes. I don't think the game expects you to have strength yet. I don't know about that. We have so many items, 30 are definitely completely in logic. We have boomerang, we have hookshot, we have bombs. Burning Cack is Sun Song, apparently. Okay. Thank you for catching that, Isla. I mean, Sun Song might be nice for skulls. However, Forest is locking our Sun Song, so you better hope that's not Strength 1.
And maybe that's Rick's plan.
Yeah, I mean, could be.
Maybe it's just, okay, I'm gonna rush 10 scrolls. And then, yes, we have an ambiguous 30, but we're gonna pretend like it's not 30 and just keep
Collect
playing.
along the way.
Yeah. Although it seems like Rick's just gone away with that and is just going hardcore. Well, that's not what it is. So.
I mean, he got one skull in DC. Feel like the quietness speaks volumes.
Yeah. I mean, okay, 11. Got 19 more to go. So, cool. Chop, chop.
When I had to collect 30 yesterday, I was like, okay, 1 down, 29 to go, jokingly. Alright. Rick going for ice here, that's interesting. I mean, we know it has Requiem, so... Ooh, are you not gonna unfreeze KZ first? You have blue fire. Oh, no, domain is foolish, never mind. Forget everything I said. We don't have to unfreeze KZ. Forget everything I said.
Right. He can remain in ice.
That's what I want to say. We do have to do spirit, so Requiem could very well be required to have, even if it's just logically. So I kind of like the play. You can full clear everything here. You know spirit is going to be good. Oh. We're skipping the second hint stone here. I don't know if I agree with that play though.
Yeah, that's a bit questionable. But...
Mm-hmm. You open the seed, cack 30 skulls, hooks, 40 leather. Yeah, that sounds like a beautiful seed. Remind me to never ask you to roll a seed for me, Rain. Though, I mean, who am I talking to? Nobody wants to. Well, I don't never want to roll my seeds either. Okay, so we're getting more skulls here. I have COVID, you weren't dealing. Well, that's very fair. I mean, skulls on a good day, honestly. No, thank you. But at least they're hinted at least 10 and 20, 20 and 30 in scrubs. Only 10 goes unhinted, so at least you know what you're getting yourself into, you know? Nice fight against Kitty.
I can't tell. That looks like a chest. No, it's not.
I have no clue, actually. I can't see that.
I think it was a hard chest.
Alright, first dungeon down for Trilobytes. Now she's going up DMT as well, going to go check on Goron City. Would you pick up the Zora tunic on top of DMT when you know water is foolish? Yeah, water is pre-completed, that is correct. Can't sleep, how's the race? So far, so good. We might have a potential 30 skull race because there's a strength on 30 skulls. Requiem is an ice. We found a bomb back on Skull Mask. We found a lot of items so far, so our runners have quite a lot of progression to do. Trilobytes is about to find her her hammer here. Maybe she knows how to do the backflip? Ooh, looks like it. Nice strat. I love this jump. Not quite. I think that was a little early. But we can just try again. Yes, let's go! I love this jump, honestly. And clean ground jumps from Rick here in ice. Trilo... Excuse me? What in the spawn is that? Welcome to an ice spawn. Now that's spicy.
Yeah. All right then.
But that could be bad for Trilobytes because we didn't
Very bad.
the hammer from rolling Goron.
Yep. Yep. Not a great position right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the spawn that you have when you come from Jabu.
It is.
And there's Requiem for Rick.
Not shocking. Okay, Colossus right side still purple.
Okay. We don't really care about that.
Nope, not really.
Yes, I do remember you
But
whining about the fountain spawns. I kind of like it, honestly, especially as an adult.
yeah,
It
it
just
does add.
saved.
It adds some interesting logic.
Mm-hmm.
But
And
why?
it saved Trilobytes so much time walking that Rick did. If they check their spawn, they might be really disappointed to find out that it's Fountain. So many levers here in the desert. Can never have a moment of peace.
Okay, not a whole lot there.
No, not really. Yeah, not Trilo skipping skulls. I don't know what's going on there. If that is how our heart required 30, both runners will not have an easy time. Oh, maybe not? Okay, that's 10 for Trilo.
Okay. Is this a Jabu play from Rick?
I mean, it would make sense. It's progression, you know, Storms is behind it, you know, you can get magic from Frogs in the Rain. I don't hate it. Yes, Bronze, Trilobites did go back and get the skull. So we'll see. I mean, Fire and Jabu are both progression, so I don't hate it. Alright.
Oh, we have bottle percent. That's fun.
Mm-hmm. I mean, who doesn't love a good sub 1 hour bottle person, you know? Though to be honest, Deceit has not been stingy with items. If you look on the tracker on Rick's side, we have a lot already.
Mm-hmm.
That is true, Bronze. Fire is probably not completable in logic, but really, who cares about fire logic? Be honest. Nice jump. Ooh, nice. That ice keys. I thought it would was gonna get Trilo.
Okay, another splash right up here.
We're seeing. Why didn't we get this on the way?
Good luck.
The fish? We just turned in the ladder and then jumped down again to get a fish.
Muscle memory, maybe.
Maybe. Or maybe they wanted to do the checks and then remembered, wait, domain is foolish. I don't want to do these checks. Yeah, the glitchless jumps look really clean from Trello. I've never seen the setup like that, so that's gonna be interesting. I might have to go back and rewatch the VOD. Here's our second slingshot and Requiem for our trouble. There's your minion play bronze. Alright. Meanwhile, we see Rick into Jabu. We're probably gonna full clear it, or would you be brave enough to skip anything? Ooh, and Trilobytes dipping forest here. That could be spicy.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely in play. You get what, 5-ish checks, 4 checks, something like that, before you
Jabu's path?
strength locked.
What? Oh yeah, Jabu's path. Forgot
Uh,
about that.
yeah, we should
And
find a strength hopefully here.
yeah, or a mirror shield, who knows? And happy 1 hour. You want to do the shoutouts or should I?
I don't think I'm awake enough for
All right.
shots right this
Thank you
minute.
to our wonderful runners, Trilobytes and RickHoosky. They're putting on an amazing show for us. If you don't follow them already, go give them a follow. Thank you to my wonderful co-commentator, New IT. Thank you for being up this late and commentating with me here today. Thank you to our lovely tracker, I love you. Thank you for being here, pulling double duty and keeping us informed of everything that's going on the screen. And thank you to our wonderful restreamer, Emerald Mousy. Thank you, Mousy. You're doing a great job on your first restream. And yes, there was our path item. Very nice. I'm really not a fan of doing stingers with the slingshot. It seems to always take ages. But if we don't have anything else and want to spare like our bombs or something, this is the only alternative. Imagine strength 2 in here unhindered. That'd be crazy, honestly. All right, our first key in forest. And Trello going for more skulls. We're up to 15. I like that. It's not too rushed with all the progression that we have going on. But it does show she's collecting skulls and thinking about the strength on 30. I'm a fan. And that is true, Moxie. We do have Rudo's butt of steel, but throwing her and picking her up is a pain in the butt as well. So I only resort to that until if I really can't do anything else, honestly. You'll only accept strength 2 if it's floor master chest?
I mean, that is logic.
Yeah, that would be logically. Oh? Is Rain gonna get her wish? No, it's just the French vanilla bow. Well, rip. And what am I talking about? You Rain wrote floor master chest and not map chest.
Okay, this decision.
And Rick is halfway done with Jabu. Now, where's Trilobytes going? We'll definitely find our iron boots here, I think.
Maybe to Quarren City again.
Yeah. That would be good. We don't want to skip our hammer. Or maybe we're just doing SFM Grotto. That works, I guess. Better than to orphan it. I've seen races lost to this check. It's just some love. The bad thing about storms being so late in logic is we don't have magic NFW for Jabu. Which is really a pain if you ask me.
Yeah.
That Beery likes to come close, doesn't it? And there's iron boots for Trilobytes. Let's go. And she knows that our light arrows are intactite, so while she doesn't have to rush that, it's good knowledge to have in case we ever come by it or walk by it and we can just pick it up.
True.
Nice. Clean phase 2. Or 3, depending on how you look at it.
Very nice.
16 skulls for Trilobytes, and hopefully she'll be getting her hammer here. Yes. Is that gonna hit behind the fence? Okay. I was worried it was gonna hit the hitbox of the fence. You never know where the outlines of our objects are in this game. And hammer for Trilobytes. Let's go. The lack of strengths that we've found is concerning.
Yeah, I agree. I think at this point you have to kind of make a commitment to the skulls.
Mm-hmm. I think about the same. I think like 14-ish, 15 skulls on Rick's side.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, we haven't seen this. Nice, picking up more sticks. I mean, with the K-sword somewhere out there in the world, we don't know when we'll find it. Sticks are a rare thing to have and want, especially if you're in a potential skull seed.
I don't
The
know what issue doing that peak. It's not exactly the easiest peak in the world.
No, the peak is really not easy. And we're seeing Child Spirit from Rick here. I like this play. It is progression, you're not gonna fault it, and we know that we're child locked at this point, so that's always good to know. Yes, Charlotte did find the hammer, she did go back for it, so that's awesome. And yes, we unfortunately did have slingshot %, but we knew this was gonna happen because this is script feed, right?
Don't know about that, but sure.
You don't know about that? It seems to be very common, honestly.
Yeah.
Alright, we've seen this check from Rick, I believe. That was too fast. I did not catch how many skulls that was.
It was a certain number past 10.
That makes sense. $17. Alright. Thank you, Rain. I mean, we're bound to find a key here, and we have already found a key. Would you climb as a child?
With the Bondi, I would say yes. I would climb up just the next one.
Mouse, you would as well? Yeah, I think I would as well. You can clear a bit of spirit and get a strength, possibly out of logic. If I'm determined to not get skulls, yes. Nice. Ooh, and we're seeing the first dips in fire. Nice. These keys can be so inconvenient.
Mm-hmm.
Deep
Also, there's
fire
one
can have
that
a
just
strength.
flies in the corner.
I'm sorry, what?
I said, plus they just fly in the corner. You can't. You have to sit there and search the room for them.
Yes. Mm-hmm. They always seem to be all huddled into that one space where you have to walk back to get them. Ooh. Oh, we've been eaten. Okay, then. And there's the Basquian child side in spirit. Nice. Now, Rick definitely has a lot more hearts than Trilo does, which will make it easier on them to play Fire Temple.
True.
I think Trilo wants her shield back, which I can totally understand. I hate not having a shield. And Trilo hasn't been to Jabu yet, so no mirror shield for her. We have neither seen a wallet or a tunic so far. So that's kind of interesting. We don't have actual logic for Fire Temple beyond the lava room yet. Well, oh, that is true. Yes, we have a wallet for on Flare Dancer, but that is hard tunic or wallet locked. Finding keys. Oh, vanilla strats. Let's go. If we collect all the silver rupees, we can light up the flame here, and then we can just light the torches the original way. I like that. Another way you can do it is to get flame storage from the lobby room and then light these torches without having to collect the silver rupees. But this is nice. And there's another key. So child climb definitely in logic. Well, technically not for us yet. No, we have a fire source. Never mind. Where were the fire arrows? Huh. Moxie Trilobytes doesn't have a shield equipped currently, so we cannot do power crouch stabs. She'd have to re-equip her shield to be able to do that. Okay, where's Rick going?
Good question.
Picking up storms, I think. Maybe the magic? That'd be a good play. Alright, there's the boss key. So, Wolf has a key. That makes sense with the hovers path that we saw. Would you climb fire after you've beaten Wolf? Just by the way, there was our storms from OT, and Rick immediately going river to pick up their magic. You honestly think you would? For an out of logic strength? Or why would you climb bronze? Probably not without knowing what tunic wallet is. Fair, fair. Yes, given I only know of one strength, Bio would climb as well. Interesting, interesting. Wolf is also wallet and tunic locked. Yes, Wolf is also wallet and tunic locked. Thankfully we have quite a few hearts so we can do it out of logic. You'd rather reverse Wasteland? I mean, fair, fair. That's always a possibility. Ooh, and the troll hole, that hurts. Now she's gonna go flying. We should have a fairy, so that should still be totally nice. Okay, there's the death. And Trick is about to get their magic. Very nice. And nice, wonderful kill from Trilobytes. Yeah, it was a good wolf. Especially with the troll hole. Troll holes can be so complicated sometimes. And there's the key, as we already knew there had to be, so we will see what Trilobytes does after this. I mean, she can just go and play Jabu, Path Jabu, so maybe instead of climbing, that's gonna be her next play. We'll see what she's up to. Yeah, I would assume at this point that that is firmly a going Jabu play. And I think this is Rick's turn to go into Jabu. doing chow fishing first. I don't hate that play, honestly. Going chow fishing first. We're still looking for strength. Thank you, Skyris. We're still looking for strength, so you never know where it could actually end up. All right. Oh no, Rick is actually still a child. Where are we going? Oh, there's our wallet logic for fire. That's our wallet. Thank you very much. Ooh, storms checks. Okay. That's quite a long way to go for for storms checks, but I can see that. Oh, we're picking up bugs. Nice. Very good knowledge from Trilobytes here, knowing that that's the bug patch that we want to get bugs from. Very cool knowledge. And it's actually not the easiest to destroy those grass patches. If we have a strength, you can pick them up. You can also jump slash them with a stick or blow them up, but like you can't shoot them with a slingshot, for example. Just missing fairy hint, and then we have all hints. Nice. And that's the spawn check from Rick. I don't think they were hoping to be here. Really don't think they were happy with that spawn. It's interesting that both runners decided to dip forest before going fire. On 30 skulls holds our strength. And at this point, it actually looks like it might be our first strength, which is locking all others. Yeah, might be. He might. Depending on what like, if he remembers Hover's logic. Rain says they would like to go fire over forest. You could complete it. Yeah, yeah, I get that. And yes, Tech 30 is rough, but honestly, with how many items the seed has given us already, there is so much in logic at this point. 30 should not be rough. You can route them in so well. You get 3 or 4, no, 3 skulls here in Forest alone. You could have gotten 4 in DC. So we'll see what happens, what will come here too. But this is the Jabu play from Trilobytes for sure. She'll be able to find her Mirror Shield in here. And yeah, at that point, it's just who finds the second strength first and gets 30 skulls first. That is absolutely the way to go right now. Yeah, they did skip over a few easier skulls, so who knows? And we're seeing the same checks. Rick has already done Jabu, Trilo has already dipped Forest. So we'll see how all of this goes. What was this actually? I can't remember. Was it a bottle? No, it was a bow, right. Okay, so we have knowledge of bow percent at least. I mean, we have to keep in mind that this is a beginner's tournament, and yes, they are in Group Serenade, but beginners usually struggle with collecting skulls, so 30, while 30 might not seem a lot to most runners who regularly have to get 40 or 50, to beginners who usually only get like 10 skulls, 30 can be a lot for sure. So we always want to keep that in mind. And it looks like Rick is checking Floor Master here. This is definitely a Floor Master play. So do we have a hovers locked? Well, it's not going to be hovers locked because 30 is technically completely in logic. But this might still have a first strength. But nope, it's just a key. Well, rip. We'll have to come back. The good thing though, Rick can set FW if he wants to. And we'll not have to worry about making the trip back. Though maybe you also would like to keep FW for fire in case you get locked out, which does then happen. So we do have Minuet. The way to get back here isn't all that bad, in all honesty. Ooh, and we're seeing Trilobytes doing stingers with bombs. I like it. I'm a fan of doing stingers with bombs. Though I think my favorite way to do the stingers is with shoes. Or K-sword. What's your preferred method to do the stinger's chest and make it quick and less painful? Ooh, Composer's Grave. Oh, there's a biggie here. What do we have here? We found a strength! Let's go! This could be huge for Rick in all honesty, because that is technically glow mode for them. We have done Jabu, we can do Forest, We can do spirit, and we can do fire. That is not strength lock, correct? Tobias, good morning. It was a strength, but it's not strength 1, so all's good. And we do have to remember this is Rick's first trip into adult CAC. Alright, we will see how this goes. How long do you think he will delay hitting his go mode? Because he could do forest, he can do spirit when he gets the skulls, he can do fire. Is this just a light arrow mode, or have they possibly not figured out that they can be in go mode or glow mode already? Okay, 21 for Trilobytes. We're getting there. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. And there's Serenade. I mean, the Serenade might be easier. Might have been nice to get to Jabu. But I feel like Rick's routing was really, really good. What do you say, Isla?
Yeah, no, the routing overall has been just wild, in my opinion. I've been impressed by both runners massively. As someone who plays a lot, just, seeing that you have to do a 30 skull strength is always disheartening, especially when you realize at this point of the seed that there probably isn't much other choice.
Yeah, and there was just no reason for Trilobytes to go back to Graveyard. There's like 1, maybe 2 checks after Forest that we haven't done, and everything else has been cleared, so just seems like a really bad check to get back to, in all honesty.
No, it is just one of those seeds where just the logic doesn't like you. Because, yeah, obviously, aside from the bailout with the Composer Grave, I would have been in the exact same situation as the runners, I think, of just going, oh, I'll do fire, maybe I'll get lucky. Oh, I'll do forest, maybe I'll get lucky.
Yeah, true. Rick has just done adult CAC, and yes, it was at 134, very, very late. But to be honest, it really hasn't punished him because there is nothing in adult CAC today, except Serenade. It might as well be foolish.
This has been one of the topsy-turviest seeds of all time, the incredibly loaded valley as well.
Yes, and Double Path Valley, like, when do you ever see that?
It's the kind of seed that punishes players that, do the checks that you don't usually do, and yeah.
It was for sure a wild route. I would not be so brave as to call anything that Rick's done today conventional.
No, absolutely. I don't know how I would handle a seed with this sort of logic either, to be honest. I definitely struggle.
Yes, and they, sorry. And now they are back in forest. We're gonna full clear this. It's been interesting. They've had the hammer for about an hour, but they haven't gone fire once. Like, not even the first checks.
I think it's possible from Rick's perspective that they're in a situation of expecting fire to be get in, get out, and just keep going, possibly. Especially considering that the only thing left at this point is a second strength and the light arrows.
I mean, I don't know about your seeds, but my seeds usually make me climb to hammer chest anyway, so
That much is also true, but to be fair, this seed has been incredibly quick and just
Interesting.
all the locations, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And, you know, you always have to remember that fire is just one of those dungeons that has far more keys than anyone ever really thinks about until they're doing it.
Yes. Yeah, that is very true. And I guess we do have a hovers path, so maybe they figured that boss key is just going to be really early.
I would take that sort of direction with the early hovers, yeah. Of this probably is one of those ones where the fire boss key's right next to the door or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'll come back. I'll come to it when I need to, but not bother worrying about last locationing it too much.
Yeah, fair. Alright, that's Jabu done, and it's a nice Serenade fight.
You know, very nice Baronite fights from both players, honestly.
Yes. Wait, what did Rick do? I missed it. Oh, did we void out? I'm confused. Okay. If you ground jump from the side where you push the block, you void out. Ah, yes.
Being a little too fancy with this, I see.
Mm-hmm. Forest can be confusing. Like, when I first started out playing, the amount of time I spent in this this one room in forest to figure out where to go is honestly embarrassing. And also a tip from me for the runners watching, or even Rick if they decide to watch it back, don't push the block completely and block your escape, because with the lower block, if Link doesn't grab the ledge, he will just fall into the hole and there's no way out. You cannot ground jump from the other side.
Yeah, sort of pulling it about half out is always recommended.
Yes, correct. And there's Song of Storms for Trilobytes. Ooh, and a biggie here in Forest. That's fire. Huh. We don't need to play Shadow today, but we do have Spirit. But Rick, I think they already did Child Spirit and Climbed, so I think we've seen all the magic and firelock checks that there were. So didn't completely not need it, I guess.
Yeah, it's a seed where fire doesn't do a great deal for you. I'm the kind of person who tends to sort of flame storage those sorts of things.
Yeah, fair. I really like the flame storage for Child Spirit as well.
It's very nice, but also incredibly feels bad if you mess it up.
Yeah, that's true, especially if you have to go back for this and then push the armors back down again and everything.
It's just the window is so tight with that flame storage that, you know, I do the trick plenty, but it still doesn't make it any less painful when I'm literally standing next to the torch with my stick burning out.
There's 25 skulls now.
Yeah, we're slowly getting there. Alright. And we're halfway back through all the way through forest. All right.
I was going to say, I know that people like to meme on Forest Temple a fair amount, but I personally actually quite enjoy the dungeon,
What's your
despite its
favorite part?
linearity. Well, that is a hard. I think for me, it is probably doing janky logic with the floor master. Honestly, whether it be hover boots or using flaws, I haven't learned the ricochet trick, but I want to try and do that one as well at some point.
Ooh, the recoil trick, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's very bizarre for so late into seed for a forest to have so many big chests. Well, the
Oh!
Growing Tour does speed up the end game, though.
Yeah, for sure. I always like me a BGS. What do we say? 30 minutes time save?
Yep. Save 30 minutes.
Ooh, we'll see if Trilobytes actually gets the tries and goes for the trick here. That would be really, really good if she can get that. Because she's kind of run out of progression for now. I mean, I think Rick is a little bit ahead. They've done a lot of forest, but they haven't done anything in fire, so potentially I think it's just gonna be a couple of minutes divergence between the two of them if she gets this trick. Nice, let's go. And that's gonna be strength 1 for Trilobytes.
As a massive fan of Composer Grave Torch trick, I feel incredibly vindicated to see it so vital in this seed.
It's beautiful to see the tech here, right? Absolutely wonderful what we've seen so far.
Yeah, I was going to say, regardless of the winner of this race, I think both runners have played beautifully, honestly.
Mm-hmm. And that's 26 scores for Trilobytes.
I just realized Australia's not done Nightcack Skulls. Oh my word, that's brilliant routing then to finish up.
That is going to help. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I just presumed that the Knights, because those are always the first ones I go for. But if you're finishing with those, that's really nice, especially on 30 of all things. And given that Trilobytes actually knows where the light arrows are, that could actually give her a decent chance of catching up at this rate to finish
Yeah.
it. Oh.
She might be able to route it in quite nicely. Where Rick will have to go get the hint unless they start playing Hyrule Field for some reason. That wouldn't really make sense right now, though.
As interesting as the routing on both runners has been, I don't think there'll be a sudden urge from Rick to go, I think I'll go check Tactile Grotto.
Right.
Let's go check Field and especially Tactile Grotto when we're in Go mode. That'd be...
Exactly. You just go to Ganon and you find out where it is for him.
Yeah. I mean, people who watch me know that I love doing South Hyrule Field. So I don't hate the field play, but it's just very nice that we always get the hint for light arrows from Ganondorf.
Mm-hmm. And strength 2 for Trilo.
Very nice. And Rick has 25 skulls, so they'll have to be doing some skull routing. They might be able to pick up a few more in fire if they
I
go
imagine
that deep.
I think probably a little scrounging and fire at the start, but I don't imagine it would be too deep, no.
Yeah, I don't see it at this point, honestly. There are many faster skulls that you can get than climbing fire for them.
Actually, that's a good question. What is the worst skull that you'd be willing to route in, do you think, in a situation like this?
The worst skull.
Yes.
Gerudo Valley Soil Skull or Gerudo Fortress Skulls would be pretty bad right now.
Ooh, yeah, I could agree with those, actually.
They're just so out of the way for right now, and we seem to never be touching that side ever.
I don't know. Valley Skull doesn't seem so bad.
Yeah, I guess.
It's
The
like
boss
our,
key in
our spawn.
Spirit was Child Climb. Yes, we did find it.
I think probably the most disgusting skull I obviously never see in a seed is like the fountain one behind where the
I've actually
strength boulder
gotten that.
is.
Yeah, the 100th Skull.
The 100th skull with the invisible sculptureless.
Yeah, but with our strength 2 apparently on 30 skulls, I don't think that's going to be an option today.
No, very true. So yes, as we were saying, it does look like Rick has decided they were going to do fire and just find the skulls as they are appearing. To be fair, Rick hasn't done any of fire. Maybe they would quote unquote get lucky and end up with a deep fire boss key, giving
Yeah, could
plenty of
be.
chances for skulls.
I mean, you definitely check, and after that, you can still do whatever you want with skulls, you know? Also, Rick has just finished Forest, which will give him access to Burning Cack, which is Sunsong. So if they are in a pinch, they could pick up Sunsong and have an easier time routing Time of Day skulls.
Honestly, in a go mode where you need that second strength, you take every advantage you can have, and yeah, even at this stage,
Yeah.
a Sunsong wouldn't be a terrible idea.
I mean, they're like, after they've gotten this skull,
What are we at?
almost
Very close, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
26.
4 more skulls. Yeah, we don't
Oh
care
no!
about the shield. We have a mirror shield.
I was going to
what?
say, I think
Maybe we do care.
the crouch stabs for the next room, but you're gonna
Yeah,
have to
but we have a
re-equip the
mirror
shield
shield that we can
anyway.
just equip.
Yeah, I would just mirror shielded myself. Yeah,
And you'll need it for spirit after this, so
the
yeah.
go mode panic muscle memory. I would probably have done the same.
And yes, bronze, I agree. It will be actually really close. After rushing the 10 skulls, Rick has been having a little troubles getting his skulls together, so
Yeah, no, it has been a very interesting rush skull seed for sure. I think if anything, anyone watching this should take the message that this is why you always do your skulls.
I mean, it's just so interesting that you never know whether strength on skulls especially is required or not. So until you actually are in go mode, that might just be it. I remember I had a seed in a practice seed last year when I first started out where I had a strength on 30 skulls, and the seed didn't require me to have any strengths technically for my dungeons.
It is interesting, and obviously it varies from seed to seed. I think, in my personal opinion, I would only hard rush them in, for example, this situation with a strength or with, say, a progressive hook shot. Or obviously like a one-off item. But yeah, if it was, say, a bomb bag or a bow or something, I'd go, yeah, that's probably fine. I'll find another one. Just something interesting, by the way, because Rick grabbed that strength and bailed immediately, they don't actually have the Song of Time to grab that skull the easier way.
Yeah. And yeah, Trilobytes is gambling. We'll see. I don't hate it, honestly. But I mean, Trilobytes should know that she's in go mode, just as Rick should know that they are in go mode as soon as they get their skulls.
Yeah, I think for both runners it is a very clear game plan of I know I need this, and then once I have this, it's just a straight shot for the end. I think it'd be interesting, for example, to see what Rick does in this situation. I imagine probably does Volve and then tries to find those last few skulls wherever can be done.
And Bronze, we know that Adult Spirit, the first two chests are both dead because they've been hinted. So we knew that we were child locked.
There you go, Blue. You got what you wanted. Trilobite is deciding she doesn't need her shield anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a good play, and before you start defeating the like and you hit the stupid iframes or the stupid steel rim that they all have, it's just such a hassle. Such an annoying enemy.
I'm the kind of person that if I have a mirror shield, I equip it instantly, just so I don't have to think about it. Also, again, impressive seeing big chests this late into the run.
We have bottle percent, we have bow percent, we're missing bomb bags.
Could be a long
maybe?
shot.
Yeah, could be long shot, could be strength 3.
Strength, the strength 3 would be disgusting.
We're still looking for a tunic, a Goron tunic, technically.
Well, we are, the runners definitely aren't.
Well, not looking as in we're actually looking for it, but like we're still missing from tracker percent.
No, true.
We haven't found Swagony, we haven't found Nerus. There's a lot of bait still left in this game. Oh, and Rick not going for the bomb quick kill, but rather doing BGS jump slash. It's okay.
I'm not super confident with the bomb quick strikes, to be honest. I know the concept, but I never seem to do very well with it.
Yeah, I mean, they have enough hearts to be comfortably ignored, you know?
Yeah, this is a very comfortable Volve.
Oh, and Trilobytes ran out of bombs. That's unfortunate. So for everyone who doesn't know, the room with the BMOs, where you walk up to the Anubis room, has a pot on the left side. That pot always has explosives. But nice use of FW here. Are we going Garden City to buy bombs?
I'm curious where Trilobytes is heading.
I mean, there are bombs in the shop in Garden City. That would make sense.
I was going to say, sorry if this is a stupid question, but she does still have a 10 pack of chews. Could she not have used those?
She could have. I don't know. I don't think she remembers. But she could have.
Again, absolutely no blame here, to be clear. You're in the go mode rush, it's very easy to...
Mhm.
It's 2 hours in. You're so nervous. You've done your best. You're probably gonna feel awful about the strength on 30 skulls, no matter how fast or not you got them. It seems to be all like every runner that I've talked to, they always feel like they're behind. So
Right.
you're not gonna feel good no matter what.
I'd be amazed if either of these runners has managed to stay cool throughout the whole thing.
Hmm.
Did
And
like
yes.
the cautious look around of Trilobite going, how many bombs am I comfortable buying here?
Well, she also doesn't have all that much money, so she needs to watch out and get enough
Yeah.
money so she can buy some.
She's going for a 10 pack specifically, yeah.
And Bio, you're right, she doesn't have Forest completed yet. That might have been a play she wanted to do. I would have liked to see her open up the spirit gold chest that we saw, because that might have just held the third bomb bag or something. Maybe they're going into fire for skulls? I don't know if I actually see it, but
I imagine that might just be what Rick's doing at this point. They just need those last few skulls. They know there are skulls in fire.
I mean, fair. It's quite slow, but at least they know they're here, yeah?
Did Rick do child cack?
Yes,
Child
Rick
Cack,
has done
yes. Yeah,
child
Rick did
cat.
Child Cack quite early, so unfortunately most of the
That's what
good
I
skull dense
thought.
places are gone.
Because I was going to say that would be the ultimate play right there, is to do that. But
Oh, still looking at chests though, which is curious.
It's true they don't know where lights are, but
That is
honestly,
a fair point, yeah.
yeah, but you can get the lights in from Ganondorf. I wouldn't do extra checks in case you find the light arrows.
right. Okay, as far as skulls go, I would not go any higher than this one in fire, but
What, you've got 2 on Pierre you can grab, and is there another? I'm trying to remember. Fire.
No, I think we're going further.
Yeah, I believe so as well. I suppose if you get the 2 on Pierre, then you can walk back to Cac and get the adult Cac one to finish out.
Fair. And happy 2 hours, everyone. Thank you to our racers who are putting on an incredible show. It's been very interesting to see. If you aren't following them yet, please consider giving them a follow. Thank you to our trackers, Isla and Skyreos. Thank you to both of you for tracking and keeping us informed of everything that's going on. Thank you to my lovely co-commentators, New IT and Isla. And thank you, Isla, for pulling double duty today. And thank you to our wonderful restreamer, her first time today. Thank you so much, Mousy. Mousy rules, I agree. All of our volunteers rule, though.
No, 100%. I was going to say, I'm obviously not going to go too much into it, but obviously this restream has been interesting from a timing perspective and everything, and everyone's done a wonderful job. Well, there is actually a big chest there, and Rick is going for it, so that's going to be interesting.
Okay.
Because obviously from Rick's perspective, that may as well be light arrows.
Yeah, I mean, if that was light arrows, this would have been a base play, but...
It's another bomb pack.
Might have bailed Trilo out, but oh, welcome in, Digital. We always love to have new people. And yes, we all love Uter. If you're interested in knowing when all the races are going to be going on, you can always check the schedule at the appropriate link. And if you're interested in joining the Uter Script Central Discord, there you go. We are a beginners-focused community, which this is also a tournament for beginners. And yeah, community just focused on helping each other, learning more about the game.
Here's those 2 skulls.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed, 29. So I guess I'm curious to see what Rick's play is at this point. Is it just? I think it might be that they're just deciding to do a full clear out of fire just in case it is a deep fire, light arrows, or something.
Yeah.
Well, did we not get? We got a flare down to him though, didn't we? So it would just be highest scoring.
Yeah.
Oh, but that unfortunately that is going to have to be a flare down to play because Rick doesn't have the Song of Time.
Yeah, you'd have to go all the way up if there's something there. Does Rick not know about the hint from Ganondorf?
I imagine Rick does. I think it may just be a tunnel vision situation. On the other case, though, we've got Trilobytes currently fighting Twin Rover.
The trolliest boss of them all.
Ah, yes, everyone's favourite.
You can manipulate them a little bit if you hookshot the one you're trying to hit and keep them into place like a little bit.
It's a relatively common strategy. It does help a little bit, but it still can
That's
cause
an
a
angle.
bit of issues where they continue to. Yeah.
Oof.
It's the underrated background research everyone should do is the mathematics and reflections.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this boss definitely takes it all.
Being relatively lucky so far, at least. I think the more frustrating part is because of the nature of this first phase. If one of them is still holding a charge to use a beam, even if you've hit your required 4, you still have to wait it out.
So if you hookshot them both, or one of them after a 4th hit, they will not go into the 5th phase.
Oh, really? I was not aware of that.
Yes, you can stop them from miscounting and be like, hey, pay attention, hookshot them to pay attention.
Well, Rick has confirmed highest score on. Is it possible that he didn't get the hint about flare dancers?
Maybe? Though at this point, you're kind of asking yourself, what are you looking for?
Because I don't believe there are any more skulls back here, are there?
If there are, I've always missed them.
Not.
Okay.
And can we get the 1 cycle? Let's go. Aww.
Oh,
I jinxed it. I'm sorry, Trilobytes.
To be fair, she is using Master Sword only, which is a lot
Yes.
tighter than my BGS.
Yeah, the BGS and Forest would be kind of nice. And unfortunately, we've activated Twin Rova's complete RNG, so we've hit her so many times that she goes into her 2nd phase, in which she just randomly spams either ice or fire, and you still have to manage to hit the same element 3 times.
And to
I've
make it
seen
worse,
people get
So that-
15 times of the wrong element before the next one, so this can be really bad.
I was going to say the worst part is the fact that if you sort of try to autopilot and absorb the wrong elements, it lowers the count in the wrong direction. So yeah, it can be a very frustrating stumbling block for newer runners.
Yeah, for sure. And there is the hinted wallet for Rick. If you need a visual cue, you can stab her when she places her hand back on the ground. There we go. And a bomb refill for Trilobytes. That's awesome.
Needed that a little earlier, but
Nah, it's fine.
Feels a little bit salt in the wound at this stage, but yeah, it is nice to get at least.
I mean, she was running kind of low again, so we'll take all the explosives we can get at this point,
This
I
is
think.
true.
Where are we going? Why are we going Temple of Time? Locks? You might have to want to do forest before you go try and spawn the Rainbow Bridge.
Unless we completely missed that Troy did do forest.
Maybe we're picking up light, sure.
Oh, I think it is a light to play. That makes sense.
Yeah, okay. I mean, you're gonna have to walk there anyways. It doesn't really matter. We spawn in Fountain that's nowhere near helpful, so...
Yeah.
Oh,
You find
and
it funny that we're seeing both runners do their opponents for the first time in the seed.
though I'm honestly asking myself, what is Rick looking... I mean, they're gonna get the light arrows here, which is awesome, but... What are they looking for?
I'm not sure at this point either. I think
There's not even skulls
it,
here.
I think while it works out, yeah, I would still be trying to finish Spirit for more than anything. Lucky it's going to bail Rick out, definitely, but still.
They should know that they're in go mode. Well, once they get the last skull.
One skull from Gomo, but yes. But yeah, especially because they can get Samsung off Bernicak anyway.
Yeah.
This is a choice.
Huh?
I'm not sure.
Did Rick forget the part where they need to pick up the strength too?
I think they have
Looks
forgotten
like
they
it.
need the strength to.
Oh, there it is.
And realized.
And hi, Pembles. Thank you for the raid. We appreciate it. We are in the winner's bracket round 3 of Group Serenade. And it's been a very interesting seat so far. And GG's on the PB. PBs are always awesome, yes, for sure. And there is Trilobytes in Forest. She's done the courtyard already, so the only thing that we need is deeper forest. And Master because it has a key. Well, Sky, a PB is still a PB even if you lose the race.
Rick realizing they're exactly one skull away. But luckily they're in the exact right space for it, so it's all good. I think genuinely this is going to actually become quite close as a result.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Rick can just go mode Spirit, but it's still going to take about the same amount of time as the rest of Forest here, I believe.
Yeah, especially since the courtyard's already been done, yeah.
Yeah, and Twin Rova can be a pain, as we've already talked about, so...
Indeed, it's not like Spirit's the fastest dungeon either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair.
I
Especially
think,
key layout wise.
yeah, I think the advantage is over though for doing Phantom Ganon over Twin Rova,
Mm, yeah.
just because it's a much easier boss to control the RNG on.
Mm-hmm.
Because as long as you don't do 5 power crash damage to PG before killing, you don't get the special attack, you don't get the crazy baseball, you don't get any of the other stuff.
All right,
Oh, and
and we're back in forest and back in
I think
spirit.
I think we're seeing what you were commenting on, Blue, by the way, with Trilo half pushing out the blocks to do the ground jumps.
Yes. Though I hope I don't know if she's already done Floor Master.
She did just do Floor
She
Master,
did?
yes.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, this is definitely a close race.
It is. I genuinely don't know who I could say is going to get it, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's hard to judge.
I want to give a slight lean to Charlotte just because, as we were saying, Phantom Ganon being slightly less, trolly, but it's hard to say.
Ooh, and we actually have a go mode spirit. We don't need
Right.
any more keys. So actually Rick can skip a substantial amount of spirit.
Yep.
That's actually a lot they're able to skip.
Yeah, I can't skip the whole wall though, which
Yeah.
unfortunate, but this is still pretty fast.
I mean, climbing this wall a few times is better than trying to find Longshot in a seat.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Like
This
I
wall is no
jinxed
joke,
it.
to be fair. I've had this happen multiple times myself.
So one of the things that you can do, if you Z-target the wall while you're climbing it, your hitbox gets smaller and you'll be able to climb it more easily. It's not perfect, but it is easier. Honestly, I'm not sure by what made them suddenly turn around and get light arrows.
Not clear either. I mean, I don't believe it was in any way that Rick had peaked that grotto or anything, but
Hmm.
it is what it is.
Maybe they actually don't know about the lights hint or just don't like getting the lights hint.
I mean, there is a significant potential time loss with the lights hidden depending on the location.
Yeah, but how big was the loss now that we've cleared all of fire? Like, don't get me wrong, I love deep fire. It is my go-to, and I'm definitely gonna clear it if I'm not in go mode. But clearing it when you're in no mode,
I think it's a two-pronged situation. I don't think it was purely the light. I think it was also the fact that Rick was just a few skulls away
yeah.
from 30 and just needed to find a few, and knew there was some later in fire and saw it as a double duty
Yeah,
of trying to
that's
look
fair.
for those lights.
Nice
Very
kill of
That was
Noboru.
very clean, yeah.
And also, nice Stalfos fight on Trilo's side. Though I imagine she's gonna be happy finding the BGS.
I don't think I know many runners who would disapprove of BGS.
That's true. That is true. Yeah.
Oh, and we're seeing the hookshot strats on Rick's side.
Yeah, she's probably not gonna open these chests because she's in go mode.
Oh,
That
that's
makes sense,
true.
unfortunately. It makes sense from a time standpoint because opening chests is kind of slow.
Yeah,
But
Trilo did Furores away from a gold chest earlier, actually, as well.
yeah. So it makes sense. It's the right play to do, but just unfortunately, since we know that BGS is right there.
That would be a little annoying, but
A little bit, not the worst rover in the world, yeah. Please open it, please. No.
It makes sense.
It makes
You
sense.
don't want to
It's just so
have all your
sad.
percents on the tracker. Really, that's not necessary. Bella still doesn't have a fire source, so she has to hit the arrow
that's
through the fire
unfortunate.
here.
Very
Nice
clean.
kill by Rick.
Yeah, get the easy one cycle.
BGS makes so much easier.
Mm-hmm.
So while obviously Rick is in the lead at this point, I still think the time difference is very small, all things
Yes, it
considered.
is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it would only take a slightly rough Ganon fight for it to potentially come together again.
Not that we hope for any of our runners to happen. Like, don't get
No,
it
of
wrong.
course not.
Yeah, this is going to be tight, close.
No, indeed. I think it's the main point is just that, in terms of the quality of the racing from both runners, they should both be incredibly proud of themselves.
Yes, for sure. And Rick finding that BGS was just a dream, so
Mm-hmm.
I like the execution and the routing that we've seen from both runners today. I wouldn't necessarily recommend Rick's routing for any other seat than this one, but it's been interesting to watch. Chet can always ask for bad seats, not bad execution. Fair, that's true.
Seeing final equips.
Mm-hmm. Alright, and Trilobytes is about to beat Meg, so almost through forest as well.
I honestly won't be surprised if Traba decides to finish the seed anyway. If they do end up behind, considering how close it is.
She might not even see that Rick finishes. I know quite a few runners close the race room even if they have it open when they enter Ganon, like Ganon's Tower, IGC. So she might not see it. I don't know. I'm a huge fan of not seeing my race room, so I totally get that. Oh, we're having a little... There we go. And we're about to go up to Ganon. Always having the race room chat next to your emulator. That would stress me out so badly, honestly.
No, I'd be flicking my eyes back and forth every 5 seconds if I did that. I couldn't handle that myself.
Yeah.
Being told that the letters were in fact Harrowfield.
I have pings on in the race room if I'm the restreamer. So people can potentially ping if there's a problem.
We're getting 2 Ganons at once. It's not the same one.
One is the Phantom and the other is the real deal.
Not quite the one cycle.
Yeah, I'm missing the one cycle by one.
That always sucks.
The timing window is so tight, it's more than expected.
It's a little more lenient with the BGS, but with Master Sword, it's such a hard time. Now we see that quit back to the Master Sword because it does more damage on Ganon.
And using the hammer strat so as not to have to equip back to BGS after.
That makes sense. And we're
yeah, I'm the
about
sort
to
of person
see...
that does... Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm the sort of person that does sort of bottle, light arrow, hammers as my final setup for that reason.
Yes, I'm the same. We're about to see the final fight here.
Yes.
And that's Forest done for Trilobytes. Well done. I wonder what Strength 3 was.
Same.
It's probably that chest that everyone ignored in Spirit.
Yeah,
Probably.
could be. It very well could be. Alright. While Trilo is taking her last steps towards the castle, Rick is about to hit the final slashes on Ganon. And get your GGs ready in chat, because RickHoosky is about to finish in first place. And GG's to Rick. It was really insane routing, really well done. It was awesome to watch. And Trilobytes has forfeited from the race.
Understandable. But, you know, as we were saying, absolutely no feels bad. Incredibly well played by her as well.
And Rick will come in for an interview. Trilo needs a few seconds, and then she will join us for an interview as well. All right. Well played. It was a very interesting race. So let me have a look at the bracket. Who is moving on and where?
Also, as always, if chat has any questions for the runners, please do get them in now. Saves us having to do all of the work.
There it is. All right. So Rick is moving on to the grand finals of the bracket, and Trilo will be moving down to the losers round, but the matches in the losers round still haven't been played in round 2. She will be playing the winner of round 3, so no clue who is going to be where. And welcome in, Trilobytes and
Yeah.
Rick. GG's.
GG.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one either way.
How do you both feel?
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Well done, Rick.
Thank you. GG's.
I'm very upset about that bomb shopping trip. I think that would have
Yeah, I was going to say you had your shoes on you. You could have used those.
Mm.
But it was incredibly close, the whole...
Yes.
Oh yeah, I forgot I had shoes. Oh no.
You were both in a situation of
Oh yeah.
in go mode running. I think that was one of the first questions I had for Rick was why the sudden play to go check Tactile Grosso?
I have no idea because in the back of my head I was like, oh shoot, I still haven't checked Hyrule Field, and then usually 50% of the time I know there's something good in there, especially if I haven't checked it.
So
Fair
what
enough,
were
you
you
got
looking
absolutely
for,
bailed.
Yeah.
Rick?
When I was
So, yeah, why did you? Why were you hunting around for like Deep Fire and Hyrule Field and stuff? Rick?
oh hang
Fire, I was just collecting skulls. That was
Okay.
kind of in the back of my head. And then I even goofed that up because I thought I had 30 and I had 29 going to check for strength.
Yeah.
so
Interesting.
yeah. Was there a third strength available without that? Because I kept seeing those big chests in forests. I'm like, oh no.
If there was,
Nobody
neither of
checked
you
the
found
one
it
in
because you kept
spirit.
skipping gold by the end. Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea.
The big one in forest that you skipped, Trilo, would have been your BGS, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah, it was after the one after the Poe specifically.
Yeah, that would be nice.
That would have been nice, yeah, but it makes so much sense to start skipping your gold chest when you know you're in go.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I was going moding it. Then I'm like, what if I miss peak tech type? What if it's just a huge ruby and I'm dumb?
no,
That
you
would
did
have
not.
been amazing. But no, you picked correctly. Yes, I was
Yeah,
going to say. I think
that's why I screwed up in spirit so much because that was just at the back of my mind.
I was going to also ask, how did you both feel about the double-pathed valley?
I felt that was pretty good because I was going to go check the
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
bear
well,
enhance at the beginning,
I've
and
already
then it
got
was like,
hovers.
it's like I'm here. I might as well just check it, even if it's bare and it's like a minute.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that start. I was like, oh, let's go see if I can beat the guard as a kid. And I got there like, wait, I've got opponents. I don't care about this.
You can beat the guard as a child. It's actually in logic with a K sword
Yeah.
to spawn there and beat it, and
I know
then
it's possible. I just meant, can I do it?
okay.
I mean, that's more than understandable, especially when you have an opponent to start anyway.
hmm
Yeah.
You both took
Yeah.
very different routes, so I definitely recommend watching back the restream. It was very
Oh,
interesting to see.
100%.
But like, I don't think you were ever in the same place
Correct.
twice. Trilo, you checked adult CAC very early. Rick checked it at like 1 hour 30 after having like cleared 2 dungeons, which
Sounds good.
worked out in your favor because there really wasn't all that much in the in adult CAC, but it was really interesting to see. I would definitely recommend watching back the restream.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, always check cake, especially
Yeah.
child's chickens, because I've seen too many seeds come to an end right there just because people forget that check.
Yeah, very
True.
fair.
Type of seed where the Dampe double hint would have actually been handy.
Yeah, I agree
Yeah.
with it.
It was just a very topsy-turvy in terms of the logic seed, yeah. You know, the fact that rushing those 30 skulls really was the best play possible.
Yeah, we
Although
were.
finding the one in the composer grave was incredible for both of you as well, I imagine.
Yeah, that's something else I need to learn is efficient sculptural routing.
Yeah.
If you had grabbed the song in the composer grave, in fairness, you would have had Song of Time, so you would have been able to
Yeah.
get that one and the early fire as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
Sometimes we just skip over stuff. It happens.
Oh no, absolutely. Skull routing is not the easiest thing to learn efficiently.
No,
I
it's
was
definitely a hard
actually
thing.
considering skipping the poses.
Oh my word, I can't imagine what that would have been like if you had.
Yeah? But it worked out. What did you guys think about your spawn?
Yeah, that would have been terrible.
I hated adult spawn because
I can imagine why.
I ended up doing the King Zora skip, and I was like, heck yeah, first try, let's go. And then
Very
I
clean,
think
yeah.
after I went back to the Temple of Time at some point, I was just like, let's see where adult spawn is. And I was like, oh my god, it was so bad.
I mean, if you had to name the top 5 locations you'd expect adult spawn to be, inside Zora's Fountain is nowhere on that list, so that's perfectly
Spawn for me
understandable.
was fun.
It was a very interesting spawn for both ages, yeah, to see.
And I mean, both spawns, ice heart
I
required because
went
there
just
weren't
after getting
keys.
glucose.
And then Valley double path hinted and we spawned right next to it. Definitely needed spawns this season.
Absolutely.
Mm.
But yeah, well done.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for us?
Nothing off the top of my
not,
head. I just need
Everything
to
seemed pretty
practice, practice,
straightforward. The
practice.
paths are all clear, so no, I can't think of anything.
Fair. Rick, you're obviously staying in the winner's bracket. You're going to be moving on to the grand finals. Trilobytes, you're going to be moving down to the lower bracket. The matches in the round before you haven't been played at all, so you're going to be waiting a bit until the matches have been played and you get around to scheduling. So yeah, it's going to be exciting what happens here in Group Serenade.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I could do a weekend off.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is true.
There we go. We'll go back here to the interview though, so we have audio. I'll fix it later. No.
It's a first time. It's not a first time until something goes wrong.
Yes, on the schedule we have 2 matches later today. Bronze Can. Wait, no. Bronze New versus Can Maple. And then Jason versus Ooze. Jason and Ooze will be restreamed later. And then I didn't catch it. Pull up my schedule again. There we go. And then, yes, tomorrow we have like 4 races.
Mm.
Let's see. Haru versus Venusaur. Florps versus. Is it yes, no, or just YN?
It's Yin.
Yin, okay. Oh, I should also say the Karu versus Venusaur's menu at the winner bracket, round 2. Florps versus Yin. Group Requiem loser bracket, round 2. And let's see, Group Serenade has Shots versus Kamiko Sky, loser bracket, round 2, and Group Requiem bracket, round 2. Turtle Beardo versus UT Simon. And they're all tomorrow. We got 2 a.m. for the first match, 10:30. Oh, UT. Oh, never mind. You just see on the. There's just too many.
Check out the schedule. Frequently new matches being scheduled. Just, yeah. Take a look at the schedule and do your own time zone conversion.
Yeah, last time I looked yesterday, there was only 2 matches for tomorrow. Now there's like 4.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, if everybody is all said and done, I think we'll go ahead and end it here. And we'll see you guys a little bit later today. Thank you all so much for being here, and have a great rest of your day.